Ruben, Manchester United revealed their intention to pursue that new 100,000-seater stadium. It will be the biggest in the UK, the second biggest in Europe. What were your thoughts when you saw the conceptual designs?
You imagine the future, like you see the stadium, but it's more than that. It's the future of the club, where we are going to be in the future. It's an amazing stadium, more space for more people because we are a massive club. But it's in 5 years, I think. Maybe 6, maybe 7, I don't know. So we need to focus on the present, and the present is to improve the team and to win games.
I know you said you want to focus on the present, but Omar Barada told us that he would like to open that new stadium with you still as Manchester United head coach. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's a very good feeling, but I felt that support and I listened that in every match. Because winning or losing, they are there in the dressing room, talking about the game, the future, to be calm. So I always felt that support, but to hear that support publicly is a different thing. But we need to win games, and when you are a coach, no matter who you are, when you arrive here, you don't have the idea of being here for a while and then move on. You just want to continue. I have that feeling, and every coach that arrives here just think about continue to in this club.
Very interestingly there, you said you've had the support privately, but it's important to have it publicly. You've had it now in the last 2 days from not just Omar Barada, but Sir Jim Ratcliffe. So does that just give you a little bit more confidence, even if you're getting it from them, for everyone to know around the world that you are receiving that support?
It's important more for the other people, not for me. I'm a confident guy, and I'm really honest with me. So I can see our performance and our results. I am guiding myself through that more than just the support. The support is a good thing, but I don't lie to myself. So I'm always confident in my capabilities, but I'm driving myself with the performance and the results more than what other people are saying. But it's really important because it gives stability to the club. There is a plan. There is a owner, a CEO, a coach, and we are going through the time to try to turn things around, and that is a good thing.
Because you don't lie to yourself, is it why then, when you've gotten the private support and now the public support, you still say things like, I don't feel like I will be given as much time as Mikel Arteta, for example, because you don't want to lie to yourself, and for you at the moment, the results and the performances are not what you want, not what you expect from yourself?
Yeah, I truly, and I truly believe that everybody here in the club wants me to stay here for many years, and I want to be here for many years, but we need to win games. So that's why I know that in this kind of club, with the exposure that we have, with the past that we have, and that is also important, because one thing is to have a bad results, a bad season, other thing is to be suffering for a while. I know that we need to improve things in a hurry pace. Of course, we have a plan. That is a good thing. I know how I want to play. I feel the support from the board. So the plan is there, but we need to win, and that is a good thing, and also an exciting thing to live.
You spoke about the exposure. For you, when you were coming in, you knew this is a huge club, the pressure would be different, expectation would be different. But what have you found most challenging? Is it the constant criticism and all the eyes being on Manchester United? Is it the challenge of the Premier League, how intense it is? Is it the fact that you haven't really had the time or the squad to play your way? So far for you, what have you found the most difficult?
I think everything has been challenging. I don't want to say difficult, but challenging. I'm learning a lot. Even the type of game is completely different, and I felt in Europa League the game is so different, and I'm learning that. I'm learning also because I was so lucky and I had a small experience as a coach, but I was always winning. And when you are winning, you can say whatever you want. And I'm quite honest, and I've always felt really free because I back myself with the results. And when you don't have the results, you have to balance that. And I'm learning that also. And here, everybody has an opinion, and the type of opinion here are stronger, with a lot of legends, and you have to manage that also. But when I said in the first day that I really don't care, and when I say I really don't care, is that I know that the results will change everything.
Yeah.
You can have an opinion today, next year, at the same time, at the same hour, you will find me a completely different coach. So I'm focused on that, and the hardest part is to lose. I will say it again. No matter what people say, without the context, the squad, that doesn't matter. Not winning game as a coach, it's the hardest part of our job.
You said you're not used to that because you were very successful. How do you get comfortable? I suppose you can never, because you want to change it, you want to start winning. But when the wins are not coming as consecutively as you want and as freely as you want, how do you deal with the losses, as you say, because they're so difficult?
I study the games. I'm trying to understand why we are not winning. I jumping from the present to the future, trying to see the big picture, trying to see what I want to do. This is the way that you can be positive and then not just negative, because if sometimes you are so close to the action, you just think about this moment, you get desperate. So you are jumping positive, negative, present, future. And I'm learning to do that. The good thing that people sometimes say is that is a bad thing is the identity that I want my team to play. That is my like
your guiding light.
Yeah,
you can always go back
it's my
to that.
safe place.
Yeah,
you know, I know what to do, what kind of player I want, why we are not winning. I'm trying to understand. Sometimes I know and I cannot tell you, because involve a lot of things.
Yes.
So I'm trying to balance everything. I'm growing up as a coach, not just inside of the pitch, but also outside of the pitch.
Yeah, definitely. When you say your style and your idea and what you want to see, did we have a glimpse of that in that second half against Arsenal, specifically the Dalot ball for Mazraoui, because that was such a slick transition. It was very aggressive wing backs. It was chance creation. It was making the opposition very uncomfortable. And we saw the ability for United to create chances very well in that second half. Although it seemed like a little bit of a marriage between what the players feel comfortable in, the low block, versus what you want to see from them. So a balance of both. Yeah,
we have to understand the game as a whole, and of course you can see the simple things are there. We can see it now, little bits of what we want, but we are going to be so much different. Sometimes we have to defend in the low block, but every team does that. So you can see against City, teams like Arsenal or even Liverpool, we have to adapt, and I adapt as a coach and our team. I'm trying to see what kind of players I want. I have what kind of game they are suited to that characteristics. So we have to manage that. But the way we want to play is to do that, what you saw like 3 times, 4 times in the game, but with more times, have more possession, sometimes with a little bit more high pressure in certain moments. So it's you can see it a little bit, but it's far from the idea that we have.
You spoke about the Europa League being quite different, and we can tell it feels like United are more comfortable, confident, assured in that competition versus the Premier League. So with that said, is there perhaps more confidence heading into Thursday?
I think you can see it in the physicality. and we are more comfortable there. I feel that our team is sometimes stronger than the opponent in that aspect. In some games in our league, I don't feel that. We have more time to think, and this is a very important thing. When we have to build up in a different way, we have an idea, they know what to do, but they need a little bit more time because it's not natural. When you have a little bit more time, you are more in control of the momentums of the game. So I felt is the speed of the game give us more chance to be more comfortable and more dominant in the games.
I want to talk about Rasmus Højlund, such a talented young player, so much to offer, huge work ethic, and it's just not happening for him at the moment. So obviously it'll be affecting him psychologically. He'll be overthinking his actions on the pitch. How do you try and help him through that so he's not so much in his head and playing off the instinct that got him here in the first place?
We are trying to show the good things that people don't see. For example, the goal that we scored in Spain, you have a play with Allo, with the Garnacho. And if you look at the play, Josh has the space because Rasmus did the run. And when Josh is shooting the ball, Rasmus is blocking one defender that can reach the ball. And we showed that to the team before in the preparation for this game. So I'm trying to show that everybody here is really important. People cannot see, but I see it. And Rasmus is doing a lot of things well, but it is in that moment that as a striker you need to score. And sometimes when he has the opportunity or the ball, he struggles because the confidence is not there. But the work that he does in the games is helping us to for example, achieve this stage of this competition.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Ruben.
Thank you very much.